using automation, I think companies shouldn't just focus on cutting jobs, right, and saving money. I think it's really about focusing on efficiency and productivity and using automation and the tools available to really make their people more productive and give their people an opportunity to, instead of do things that can be easily automated, to do more engaging or productive work and leave the straightforward automation activities to APIs and software packages. One real great example of kind of that type of human-centric automation in manufacturing that I keep coming back to is the integration we have in Mastercam between Mastercam and the Sandvik Coral Plus tool library. What this means is that instead of having to go to a giant catalog, find the tool they want, and then manually type that data into Mastercam, they can stay in Mastercam, reach out to the Sandvik Coral tool library, and directly pull that data in, which makes it easier, more efficient, and eliminates human error from the whole process. So employees who are scared that AI is coming for their jobs, first I would say, right, I understand that fear, but I would really like to tell those employees that the key thing to think about is how can I use AI to do my job more effectively? Rather than worrying about, AI is going to take my job, because I don't think it is. I think it's about learning what AI can do for the employee to make their job more engaging, more productive, and more efficient. Right, so for software developers, I think the first thing to do is really understand what problems their users are facing, right? So taking it, instead of looking at cool technology or what they want to build, take a look at what their customers' pain points are experiencing. What other software are they trying to integrate? What capabilities do they want? And by focusing on what customers need and what their pain points are, I think that'll really give software developers an ability to develop that sort of human-centric automation that I talk about. So there are a ton of technical roadblocks, particularly for a product like Mastercam, which is a desktop CAD/CAM software. I think a lot of the issues that we run into are the software's been around for a long time, so it wasn't maybe initially designed to be automated in the way we want to automate it today. So we have to really work around that and integrate those capabilities into Mastercam or similar products. The other issues that we run into are issues with how the software works. In our software, for instance, there's a very large graphics window that displays the tools and the parts that the user is working with. And creating automation around that can be very difficult because that's an area where computers aren't as good as humans yet. So those kind of are the two areas, the two challenges that we really face these days in making Mastercam more automatable for humans. Right, so I think the first thing to look for is when selecting the software products you're going to use, you really need to pay attention to, do they have a good API? Can I automate this? Can I connect this to the other software that I'm also using in my business? And how much work is that going to take? What type of skills will I need to connect the different software products, connect the different things in my business? I think that's probably the most important thing to focus on, is what kind of capabilities in terms of connecting software do these different pieces of software I'm purchasing have? The other thing to really focus on is understanding your business and where those pain points are, and kind of focusing on assessing software in terms of, can I automate away those pain points with these pieces of software I'm selecting? Right, so to ensure the best return on effort when looking at automating things in a business, I think the first thing to do is, again, focus on the pain points that you have in your business, and then look at the amount of effort it's going to take to fix one of those pain points. So I think an example of the Mastercam Coral Plus integration, that is a low effort because it's already been done, right? So automating that pain point will be straightforward and can have a lot of benefits. There might be other areas where it's a big pain point, but automating it would take significant investment, money, and maybe research to accomplish. So I think identifying the pain point, identifying what it would take to fix the pain point, and whether you have the capabilities to do that is how I would start that process. Right, so as a CAM software, we typically think of our job as automating how we drive the CNC machine. But really, there are a lot of other areas in how we can connect and how you could connect the different pieces of automation in a manufacturing environment, from metrology to your MES system, inventory systems, tooling systems. All of these things can be connected in ways where the information is flowing seamlessly from one step of the process to the next, so that people don't have to manually re-enter data, and you have the tools and the materials you need when you get to the right step of the process. Right, so there's really two key technologies that I'm keeping my eyes on right now. The first is the increasing number of sensors that are just, in a manufacturing environment or really in the world at large. There's cameras everywhere. There's all sorts of sensors that are now on the tooling and the systems that we have. And that's going to really enable a lot of intelligent decisions to be automated throughout the manufacturing process. And the second technology is, of course, AI. I think AI is a really big topic. It is something where there's a lot of investigation and a lot of research going on, but I think it's going to really reap a lot of benefits across all sorts of industries, including manufacturing. What a great question. How do I see AI driving sustainability? So I think, in terms of sustainability, I think a lot of what AI will help us do is find more efficient ways to do things, right? So focusing on areas where maybe it is resource or fuel intensive or electricity intensive, and maybe trying to optimize those areas and move them away so that we have less of that. I think it's probably a really interesting topic, and I'm very hopeful that AI, that one of the good benefits of the increased use of AI will be more increased sustainability.